So now the second thing that should come to the mind. Now the first thing is finding that formula. The volumes are equal, right? So the volume of the large sphere should be equal to the 6 times the volume of the small spheres, right? And the second thing that should come to your mind, what is the formula for finding the volume of a sphere? What is the formula to find the volume of a sphere? Yeah, 4 3 5 r cube. So you're gonna equal that, right? So 4 over 3 5 r, in the sense the large sphere's radius is given as 6, right? So 6 centimeter cube, right? I'll keep the centimeters away now. 6 cube should equal to 4 over 3 5 r, the small sphere radius, times how many spheres are there? 8 spheres are there, right? Like, try to do it actively, like me, put your brain into this, otherwise it won't work. Huh? So you have to simplify this. Now what happens, tell me. Bro, sure, I can't see you. You come to the other side, that side. Jump to the other side now. Stay like that, otherwise. Oh, why, what you are. Right? So what happens here? What cancels out first? Bros, tell. So 5 to 5 cancels out. What else cancels out? What else is cancelling out? 4 over 3 to 4 over 3 cancelling out. So what's left? 6 cube equals r cube into 8. Now we want the r, right? So I'm isolating r. R cube equals 6 cube over 8, right? So 8, does it have a cube root or not? It does. What is the cube root of 8? 2. 2 into 3 is 8, right? So the r cube equals, we can write 6 cube divided by 2 cube, right? And the r, if you want the r, you have to cube root the whole thing, isn't it? So you cube root the r cube, that will be r. And what about the other values? The cube root of 6 cube will be 6. And the cube root of 2 cube will be 2. Isn't it? So the final value answer will be r equals 3. Right? R equals 3. So you found the radius. Take a quick note. Huh? You had the same answer. You got the same answer. Okay. Answer is not there? Bro. Any different answers? No, right? The same answer, right? If 8 solid metal spheres of radius 6 cm are melted to form one sphere. Bro. We did it the other way, sorry. Yes. We did it the other way, but we did do. They are saying it the other way. Like the radius of the small spheres, listen. The radius of the small sphere is 6 and 8 of that together makes a large sphere, and they are asking about the radius of the large sphere. So I think we did it the other way. So it's, yeah, has to be corrected. So it should be corrected back again. Listen. So what happens here now? 4 over 3 5 r of the small sphere is how much? 6 and 6 cube. Right? And that times 8 makes a large sphere, which is 4 over 3 5 r cube. So you have to find the radius of the large cube. So we did it wrong the last time. So I was like thinking the large sphere breaks into 8 small spaces. No, it's the other way, right? So I have to simplify this back again. So 4 over 3 to 4 over 3 cancels out, 5 to 5 cancels out. Here I can write the 8 as 2 cube equals r cube. So r will be 6 cube into 2 cube root, isn't it? So that will be how much? 6 cube root will be 6 and a 2 cube root will be 2, and the 6 into 2 is how much? 12 centimeters, right? 12 centimeters. So the answer is there, right? Got the answer? Right. Guys, now don't try to be babies here. So you are now in the A levels. You have to be serious, you have to be responsible about what you are doing. You have to be serious about the studies, otherwise it will be difficult to stay in the class. I'll be pressuring on you if you are not working. I'll be definitely pressuring on you. And I want you people to work. Now the first priority is studies. All the fun and funk things are the secondary things. So if I'm not seeing the growth, you're not welcome here. I should tell that first. Right? Be happy, be athal, that's all okay. I love it. But you're supposed to work. Otherwise, if you're coming like empty hand to here, not doing any revisions, not going through any of the theories, it's not a good thing. Because it's your future, not mine. I have something developed something for myself. So I know the hardship that I went through. So I don't want yourself to go through that, because it will be very dangerous. The future is not very innocent for yourself. You are seeing the people, all the people are like nice and sweet for yourself for now, because you are kids, right? You're not grown ups yet. But when you are once grown up, it'll be different. People will be treating you like an adult. And that is not the same way that you are getting treated now. You won't be able to bear it if you don't have the background to survive in the outer world. So the major thing, you should study. You should go through all the theories and all the questions that I gave you. You should do the homeworks. So I asked you to do the homeworks, these things. So hands up those who did the homeworks. At least you did some of the questions. Right? You're supposed to go through all the things that we discussed so far for now, right? So there will be the exam. So study for the exam. If you don't have enough marks for the exams, so you're not allowed to copy anyways. I won't let you copy anyways in the exam. So you're supposed to do the exams in this month. So you should start studying now at least, right? The questions will be like intermediate, will be some deeper questions, and will be some simple questions as well. And the intermediate, majorly will be the intermediate level of a paper. You should have good marks, right? You should have to have good marks. Otherwise, what is the point coming to a class? Even what is the point I'm teaching you all, right? So it should be there. I'm checking on you. I'm looking at you. That is the first priority here. Education is the first priority. This is not a picnic that you come and enjoy and go home, right? It's not that. So we'll be enjoying, that's okay. But the education should be first. Right, you understand this, right? Finish. Come to the next one. This one. So this is something with the one of the theories we discussed earlier. This comes with what? Midpoint theory. Exactly, right? So this comes with the midpoint theory. You have to construct the other part of the cone, right? So they are asking to find the volume, right? Volume of the cone. So you have to find the other part of the cone. which is what? So this is the other part of the cone, right? Did I draw it wrong? Right, so this is the other part of the cone. You have to find the volume of that part as well. So you have to take the complete volume of the large cone and you reduce the volume of the small cone, you get the volume of the semi-cone or the half cone. Yeah. So to find the large cone's volume, what is lacking here? What do you want? What is the, now tell me the volume of a cone first. What is the volume of a cone? 1/3 pi r square h. Yeah? Yes. That is like 1/3 of the uniform object as we discussed earlier. Yes. So 1/3 phi r square h. Taking 1/3 phi r square h, r is given. Is the h given for the larger cone? H isn't given, but we can take the h as how much? How much? H is how much? 20. How do you take it 20? Because this is 10 and it's a half cone, so the other half should also be 10. Nice. So this is also 10, right? So this is also 10. So the whole length will be 20. So you are taking the values. Now tell me the radius and all. So we'll do it at once. The volume equals 1/3. Is phi simplified? The answer? In the answer, is the phi there or not? Phi simplified, right? Yeah. So 22/7. Radius of the bottom, the belly bottom? 48. 14. Nice. Centimeters. Okay. And the height is 20, right? And it should deduct the volume of the small cone. 1/3 22/7. R is what? Nice. 7 and it's square, right? Even this is square. H is 10. Now simplify this. You can take the common factors if you want. The common factors will be 1/3 22/7. This is common. So what is left here is like 14 square, 14 into 14 into 20 minus 7 into 7 into 10. Use the calculator, simplify it. Now tell me the answer. What is the answer? Final answer is. Multiply the whole thing, deduct each other, then multiply by 20, divide by 21. Use the calculator and tell me the answer. Answer, yeah, answer. Answer, if you have a question, you can ask. You can put a text. I think the text. Is the chat box closed? No, right? Chat box is open, right? You can text. Done? What's up? Got the answer? What is the answer? Hatara? Somebody confirm the answer for. Yes. Log the answer for. You say. Confirm it. Yes. What is the answer? Comment na kya? Simplified, no? Huh? Fourth answer? Okay, so the fourth answer is the answer, right? Want to take note? Done? Nice. So it's the fourth answer, right? The fourth answer here, 4. Okay, so come to the question number 19. the ratio of the volume of a cylinder of radius r and vertical height 2r to the volume of a solid sphere of radius is, right? Can understand the question? What does the question ask? The ratio of the volume of a cylinder of radius r. Now the cylinder's radius is r and the vertical height 2r. Now the vertical height is 2r. The volume of a solid sphere of radius r, right? So you have to divide the two of the volume values, no? So what is the volume of a cylinder? 5r square h, right? So 5r is radius r square and the h is again what? 2r, right? Now this is the volume of the cylinder. You have to take the ratio of the cylinder and the sphere. So you divide this by the volume of the sphere. So what is the volume of the sphere? 4/3 5 r cube and the radius is r, right? Yeah. So what happens here now? Now this we simplified. Now do you understand this? 4/3, the third division, like it's divided 2 times, right? So the final value, what happens to it? It goes up. Try to remember that and try to understand it. This is simply the reciprocal because this value is divided by this, no? If I show it to you, now this is something like this. I'm going to take this 5 and 4/3 just as example, right? 5 divided by 4/3, right? So 5 divided by 4/3. 5 divided by 4/3. There were some other things as well. So we are writing it as 5 divided by 4/3, isn't it? So what happens here? 5, this is becoming a multiplication. Now the 4 and 3 reciprocals, right? So 3 comes to the up, 4 goes down. Likewise, now what happens? 3 5 over r is the value, isn't it? So here the same happens. What happens? 5 over 4/3. Now the values are divided twice. Now the bottom value will come to the top. Remember it likewise, right? If the value is divided twice, the bottom value comes to the top. So that means the value will be 3 5 over 4. Same, right? It's the same. So that's what I was doing here. I took the 3 to here, right? I'm multiplying it by 3 now. So I'm taking this 3 up to here. Now the 3 is there. I'm mentally doing it. Mostly you're supposed to do it mentally. Now take it up to, like, take the 3 to the top. And what happens to the now 5? 5 to 5 will cancel out, right? Now here what is left? 3 into 2 r square and r will be r cube, right? These are the top values. And the bottom values will be, I took the 3 up. It's the bottom values will be 4 r cube. So what happens to the r now? R will cancel out. 2 times 2. So it's 3 over 2, isn't it? So if you take it as a ratio, that will be 3:2. So the answer is 3:2. Got it? Now try to grab these points, like මේ 3 එක උඩට යනවා වගේ. Those are the short ways of doing it, simplifications. Otherwise doing reciprocal and everything will take time. Rather remembering the way of doing it, it's easier, right? What happened to Nick? Huh? Understood it? Nice. Yeah, Understood it? So these are very simple things. Now ask these people what we are learning in the coming lesson. So don't be like babies. You have to go through this real hard, and you have to improve yourself a lot. You have to improve yourself a lot. So a lot of things are coming ahead. Even really proud to say that now this Puta he's joining from where was it? Balangoda. He is from Balangoda, and and he's going to stay here somewhere, and Balangoda is Ratnapura, right? Ratnapura. So he's going to stay here and join the classes, study, and you're leaving in the weekend. Like after the classes, you'll be leaving for few days, right? Yeah. So like few of the days he'll be staying here somewhere in a boarding, and he'll be studying here, and afterwards he'll be going back to Balangoda somewhere middle in the week. Like it's in most like probably in the weekends. So it's his dedication is like you should learn something from him. For the education that should be there. Otherwise, what's the point? Should have to have some respect on the future of yourself. You have to have the respect for the education first, right? Otherwise, you'll be having no future and having no happiness as well. So it's your future. You should construct it. You should build it up. So start by now. Start being serious. That's the first thing. Start being serious. We'll be funny. We'll be joking about things and we'll be happy in the class. That's okay. That's not what I'm telling about. I'm seeing that you are not doing your homeworks and you are not improving when I'm asking the questions. You are not there yet. So there's a trouble there. Right? Can't do it likewise. Can't continue it likewise, because the only people be suffering will be yourself and your parents. So can't let that happen. Don't let that happen as well. And if you think it will be really simple, it's not. Life is not simple, and so does the SFT, isn't it? SFT isn't simple, right? If you are thinking it will be simple, it's not simple. It's not like that. You'll have to do some hard works, right? You have to learn. You'll be anyway doing the engineering stuff in the future, right? So do you see yourself like after few years as an engineer? If you are seeing it now, take that into your soul and the body. Act like one. Study well, study hard. Right? Okay, now come to the next 20th question. A student to find the volume of a cone-shaped pile of sand on a horizontal ground. The circumference of the bottom and the slant height were taken as 30 centimeters and 13 centimeters respectively. Right? Based on the measurements obtained above, the volume of the sand pile is, take 5 as 3. Right. So how do you do it? It's a pile of sand in the shape of a cone. So you have to find the volume of it, right? They are asking find the volume of the sand pile. And what are the details given? The circumference of the bottom and the slant height. This is the circumference of the bottom, 30 centimeters, and the slant height is 13 centimeters. So you are asked to find the volume of it, right? 30 centimeters, 13 centimeters, right? So this is the pile of sand in the shape of a cone, and the circumference is given how much? 30 centimeters. That is the circumference. So that is the circumference, and the slant height is given 13 centimeters, and they are asking for the volume. Now what is the volume of a cone? 1/3 5r square h, right? That will be 5r square h. Yes. So what is r here? Is it given? No, you're supposed to find it. How do you gonna find it? The r. Circumference. You put which equation to the circumference? Now boys have started being serious. Good to see that. How do you take the, yes, 2 phi r. So the circumference is what? 2 phi r. So 2 phi r should equal to the 30 centimeters, and they've asked to take the phi equals 3. Yes. So 2 into 3 into r. Good. So we can find the r, right? So how many 3's are there in 30? 10. It will be 5. So radius equals what? 5 centimeters. Nice. So we found the radius. Now it's fine. We need another thing. What? H. Yeah, perpendicular height. So how do you find the perpendicular height? You have the radius now. The radius here is 5, and the slant height is 13. What you need is the perpendicular height, this h. How do you find this h? Yeah, exactly. Pythagoras, right? Do you see a triplet here? 12, exactly. So you remember the value? Takes no time, ne? Good. So that will be, h will be 12. You don't have to even simplify it. So put the formula now. What is the formula? V equals 1 over 3. Instead of 5, we are putting 3. R we found 5, and it will be square of it, and the h is 12. Yes, those are the values, right? So what happens? 3 to 3 cancels out. 5 square will be 25. 25 into 12. 300. Shall I show you like simple way of simplifying when they like values like this? Now this is 25 and 12. So this is 25 into 12. I'm sorry. Can you write this 12? What happened? The whole thing went out. Doesn't matter. You already know what was there, right? Can undo where? Right bottom undo. Nice. Thank you. Right? Technology is it? Okay. Now, listen. Can we write 12 as 10 plus 2? Yeah? Can, right? So I'm taking it 10 plus 2. Now if I multiply this, we can easily multiply by 10 and 2, right? It's easier. Like 25 times 10 will be 250. 25 times 2 will be 50. 250 plus 50? 300. Easy, right? Easy way of simplifying. So the volume is 300 cubic centimeters. You have the answer there. 300 cubic centimeters are meters. So the answer is there in meters now. It should be corrected as cubic centimeters, but the 300 is there, so no worries. Yeah, 300. Yes. So how many steps were there? How many steps were there? Only like you had to find, yeah. Wait, okay. This is the radius. You have to find the height. This is the second step. And the third step to find the volume. It had 3 steps, right? So usually the 3 to 4 steps are a bit of a difficult ones. But do you feel it difficult now? No. Because you got used to it a little bit. That's why. So you have to do more, you will get used to it more. That's how it works. Yeah? Nice. Take a note. So මේ lesson එකේ ඔක්කොම වීඩියෝ ටික YouTube එකේ නෑ නේද තාම? තාම නෑද කොහෙත් තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ no, yeah. So I don't supposed to put all the videos to the YouTube now. I have put many of the videos for now, and you're supposed to go through the WisePath app. There's an app, right? There is an app. You don't know, but you're supposed to have the app. Yeah. Even you're supposed to join the online classes through the app if you are joining online. Do you all join through the link that we send, or you join through the app? Through the link. Don't get used to the link. It's not a good practice of doing. Yeah, you will get addicted to the links. Don't do that. So use the app. Haha, why was funny? Right? Don't get used to the links. Instead, use the app. You go through that, huh? Oh, they didn't send you? Ah, bro, I'll tell. No, there must be. There must be one link for that. I'll tell the people. So you join through the app better. Ati, nada. I actually don't know, so I should ask. Okay, but Chaman. App Store ke nada? No. App Store name I think they have uploaded it in their website or somewhere. I think. Oh. I think yes. Right, you're done with the question?
Yes.
Nice. So going to the next one. The final question. Listen. Right. So the final question. A pyramid whose base is square, whose side is 10 centimeters, has a vertical height of 12 centimeters. Its volume is. They are asking for the volume. Now, what is the volume of a pyramid which has a square bottom? Huh? Yeah. Volume of a pyramid which has a square bottom. Huh?
Area of the base into height.
Base into height, right? So as we discussed the earlier, what did we discuss earlier? We discussed that usually the ununiform objects, right, are 1/3 of the. We can't remember. We discussed that the non-uniform objects are the volume of the non-uniform objects are 1/3 of the. Don't know. I taught you this. We discussed about the cone. Now the cone is a uniform object or a non-uniform object? Non-uniform object, which is like reducing its size when it goes up, right? So usually the non-uniform objects are 1/3 of the uniform object. Now what is the uniform object there? If there was a now the bottom of the cone is a circle. So if the circle continues to the top, cylinder. So what is the volume of a cylinder? Bro. Now, if something, now listen, these things are very important when it comes to the area and volume. These are the major things. So if it is a uniform object, it's the cross-sectional area into the length towards the uniform side, right? If it is a cylinder, the bottom circle continues to the top, isn't it? So the cross-sectional area to the height gives the volume of any of the uniform objects. Do you understand it? When I drew one of the pools, can you remember 3D pool diagram, and I asked you to tell me the volume of the pool. We didn't draw it there, I just only drew it in the board. So that is how it is. Now if usually the main objects, the basic objects, if they are non-uniform, that is 1/3 of the uniform object. Even the pyramid is non-uniform, right? It's not uniform. It the size is reducing coming to the top, right? And if I make the uniform object out of it, that will be what? The bottom is a square. So it continues, it makes a cuboid. Yeah. So now the volume of the pyramid will be 1/3 of the cuboid, wouldn't it? Yeah. Volume of the pyramid will be 1/3 of the cuboid. No? Can't understand it? Bro. Now listen to this. Right? So I told you this earlier. Listen. Shh. So this is a cone, right? Is this uniform or non-uniform object? Non-uniform object. Now what is the uniform object of this one? A cylinder. Now check here one of the empty boxes. Didn't we write a note on this? No. No? No? Okay. Okay, we are taking a note on this. Listen, right? Listen. So this is something really important. Listen. So this is a non-uniform object. If I take the uniform object of this, it will be a cylinder. Where's the green color? It comes. Right. It will be a cylinder, isn't it? Yes. So the volume of the uniform object, usually the volume of a uniform object will be the cross-sectional area into the height. Now if I am taking the volume of this cylinder, that will be the bottom area to the height, because the bottom continues to the top. If bottom continues to the top, that means its volume will be what? The bottom is 5r square, right? The bottom is 5r square, and the height, if I take it as h, now this volume will be 5r square h. Do you understand that? That is same for each and every uniform object whatsoever it is. If one cross sectional area continues uniformly, the cross sectional area into that length, uniform length, will be volume, right? That is the first thing to take from here, right? Now forget the cone anyways. You forget the cone, don't need any cone for now. Forget the cone. We are discussing about the volume of a uniform object here, right? That is one of the major parts. This is a uniform object and its volume should be what? The cross sectional area to the height. And if I take a cuboid, it will be the same, isn't it? Something like this. This volume will be how much? The cross sectional area will be what? If I take the side length as a, if it is a square, that will be a square. Bottom will be a square, right? And let's say the height is h, right? Height is h. What will be the volume? A square? Yes, because the cross sectional area continues to the top. So the volume will be a square h. You understand this one? Yes. The other thing is, think of something like this. Listen. Yeah. Now this is a pool, right? This I am drawing is a pool. And do you see the pool? Yeah. So, okay, now this is in the pool. Let's say something else, some sort of a object, right? This is some sort of object. Now, this is the thing. So you are supposed to find the volume of this object, right? And the cross sectional area of this is given, let's say B, right? Cross sectional area of this part is given B, and the length of this part is given L. Can you find the volume using these two, the values given, B and the L? Yeah? How? What is the volume? Huh? Kerala kain karno? why would you remove any of the Kalak? Oh, what is it? Now B is cross sectional area and the L is length towards that. Now do you at least understand the theory that I taught you? Bro, what did I say? I said if an object is uniform towards one way, the cross sectional area into toward that way, the height towards that way or the length toward that way gives the complete volume. And do you see this cross sectional area continues to this way? Yes? See it now? No? Doesn't look continuing or something, not symmetrical. Now this cross sectional area is symmetrical towards here, isn't it? It's continuing. Yeah? So it's continuing, yes. So this cross sectional area to this length will give the whole volume of it, wouldn't it? Yeah? Still no? Yes? That understanding should be there. That's what I said. Of each and every uniform object, the cross sectional area to the length which is uniform towards that way will give the complete volume of it. Yeah? Yeah, tell. Any of it. So, now listen again, I'm going to tell it again. Yeah, tell. Huh. Nee. B එක ගාවට ගිහලා ගලප බලුවාම හා ඒ කියන්නේ ඔව් මේක 3 dimension ලෝ listen හරි මාක් හරි object එක let's say a object is uniform. No, uniform means like me like me තියෙන ඔව් ඒ බේස් එක නේද මේ දිගටම කන්ටිනියු වෙන්නේ නේ මේකෙත් මේ බේස් එක නේද දිගටම කන්ටිනියු වෙන්නේ. That is what we call the uniformness of an object. It is a uniform object. Get it? Huh? මේකද ඒකෙත් මෙන්න මේක මේ කෑල්ල මෙහෙම කන්ටිනියු වෙනවා කියලා පේන්නේ නැද්ද? ඔව් මේක ඇදයි වගේද? එහෙමද පේන්නේ? මේ කෑල්ල දවුද තියෙන්නේ? I'm going to draw it back again. Now do you understand here this part? Shh. That too okay. And do you understand the theory here? The cross sectional area to the the length towards the like should be to the top like මෙන්න මේක ගන්නන uniformly තියෙන length එක. කියන්නේ මෙයා uniformly තියෙන length එක. Oh. Now, Ari, I'm going to draw it back again. Listen. That diagram. How is it? The actual diagram is something like this. Okay. හා මොකද මේකද what මේකද කෝක චේන්ජ් කරන්න ඕන මේකද එහෙනම් මේකද මේයිද මේයිද මෙහෙම
ඒක කෙලින්
ඕ බෑ දැන් මේක තව එන්න ඕන හරිද හරිනේ හරි right right හරි දැන් ලස්සනයි හරිද now you have to understand theory first now listen do you see this as a pool now?
Yes.
Good thing. Right. හරිද? So now you have to find this volume inside. හරිද? මේකේ තියෙන මෙන්න මේ volume එක හොයන්න ඕන. මේ ඇතුළේ තියෙන volume එක. මෙන්න සුදු පාටට තියෙන්නේ. අන්න ඒ volume එක හොයන්න ඕන. Do you understand this? මෙන්න මේ කෑල්ල this part continues. Do you understand that? Yeah. So if we have this cross sectional area as let's say B and this length L. Now do you understand this cross sectional area into this length, the volume? Yeah, that was how, like, that is the whole thing I was telling. That is the complete thing I was telling the whole time, right? So if the cross sectional area continues, that cross sectional area to the length will give the whole volume. Yeah. Yes. Right. So that's the same thing I was telling here. Because this cross sectional area, now this part is bit of a that was the issue. Yeah, you'd have tell that. Now this part is the issue. Okay, now, right. So if this part is the issue, I'll take it straight like this. Now fine. Row. Yeah. Now fine. Somewhat fine. Yeah. Okay. Only a like slight difference was there. Yeah. So this cross sectional area to this length should be the whole volume. That's what I was telling the whole time. Yeah. Understood it? Nice. Good. Right. Listen. Shh, 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 shh. So that is one thing. The cross sectional area to the cross sectional area to the uniform length will give the complete volume. Right. That is same for the like each and every symmetrical object, and majority of the object which are not symmetrical, what happens? That I said, if I take a cone, right? If I take a cone, its symmetrical object is what? Now if I take a cone, it's not symmetrical, right? What is the symmetrical object of the cone? Cylinder. And most of the non-symmetrical objects are 1/3 of the symmetrical object, right? Now if I draw a cone here, right? If I draw a cone here, like this, right? And the volume of this cone should equal to what? Huh? 1/3 of the cylinder. That is what? Yes? Isn't this the formula for the volume of a cone? Yeah? You understood it now? Bro, I was telling the whole time the same thing. You only understood it now. Good. Right. I was telling the same about this one. The volume of a pyramid. Yeah? So if I draw a pyramid here, like this, like there's a pyramid inside, like with all the side lengths, and the volume of this is what? The cuboid, a square h, and the volume of the pyramid should be then what? Finally, inner piece, right? V equals 1/3 of a square h. Now you understand it? Bro, I was telling the same thing the whole time. How come you didn't understand by then? What happened there? Huh? Retarded? Even the online people, like, you understood it? Yes. Now take a note on this. Write this down. Write this down in an empty box there. Listen. If an object is, write down, if an object is symmetrical, right? If an object is symmetrical, 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 its cross-sectional area, its cross-sectional area into its cross-sectional area into symmetrical length, right? So if I take now, listen, guys, look at this board. If I take this cross-sectional area, this part, and this length, I multiplied it, will it give the volume of this one? No. So it has to be the cross-sectional area and the symmetrical. Yeah? Nice. Yes? Okay. So the cross-sectional area out of the symmetrical length gives the volume of the complete object, right? Gives the volume of the complete object. Complete object. Area ka? Bad? Bro. Area and volume are two things. Areas you have to calculate face by face. Like, it has many faces, right? You have to calculate the faces. Right? Nice. And write this down. Of many, write down the next point, of many of the non-symmetrical objects. Of many of the non-symmetrical objects. Of many of the non-symmetrical objects. Huh? Oh, ilang point ko dito. Of many of the non-symmetrical objects. Of many of the non-symmetrical objects, has 1/3 of the has 1/3 of the volume of symmetrical object. Has 1/3 of the volume of the symmetrical object. Do you understand that? Has 1/3 of the volume of the symmetrical object. Yes. Yeah? Right. Shall we draw this one? What is the what? You have to draw this one, right? So the volume here is equal to what? B into H. Now B is what? Uniform cross-sectional area, and the H is uniform height. Yeah. Sorry, it's L. So not H. Yes. Understood it? Good. Yes. Sir selected for Sahira College. Bro, congratulations. Now this Chamath here got selected to the Zaira College. Congratulations. Any Zaira people here? No, right? No, right? Zaira. Guinea? Why that? Asane. Matavedi කියන ගෙදරද? So you don't want to go to school? The hell, man? So many of the Sahira people are there in Shakti. Even Zaire is a good place, huh? Zaire is okay somewhat. Teachers are good. And I personally know the teachers. Zaire teachers. Right? Guys, listen. So the next thing is but I was like trying to tell is මේසක මෙහි කවුරුත් ඒකට එන්නේ නැද්ද? නෑ this මේ චමත් අහනවා මෙහි ක්ලාස් එකේ කවුරුත් එන්නේ නැද්ද කියලා. නෑ මෙහි කවුරුත් Zaira නෑනේ. Why didn't you go to මේ කියන්නේ apply කරේ නැද්ද ආසනේ? Racism issues what? Huh? Many of the other people are there now. The people who come to 2025 are Zaira people, so they are fine. Multiply. Right. The next thing is so I ask you to like be grouped somewhere and study. Yeah. I asked few people to study somewhere, right? Right. So may try doing that, at least start from this week, and may continuously keep this, the mindset moving forward. Otherwise, what happens? Yeah, you're feeling so much of the things in the class, and yeah, all of a sudden erase it when you're going out the door. Then you're again coming empty hand to the class again, so it's not gonna work. I have to see you improving. Yeah, your brain power should be increasing more. That you have to think. Activate some more nerve cells. You can, right? You can. You do more, you think more, you'll be improving. Right? So people have to really think and work more on the studies that you do. Done? Yeah? Finish? Finish? Nice. Right, come to the tute. So, a pyramid whose base is square, whose side is 10 centimeters, has a vertical height of 12 centimeters, and they're asking for the volume of it. First answer. See, even you got the answers real fast now. First answer. Confirmed? Confirmed, okay. Oh, that sounds very. Right? Okay. So, shall we start the next lesson then? Yeah, the trigonometry. Right. For the rest of the other people, tutes will be sent today. I'll give the tutes, and if you didn't get any of the previous tutes, you put me a text message. You inform me if there any of the tutes that you didn't get. Put me a text message. I'll send it back to you. Right. Give me a second. Ayo kamu pun the Microsoft. Now it's fine, right? Shh, right. Can't hear. Right now it's fine, right? It's working. I hope it's working now. Yeah. So come to the listen. Come to the trigonometry, right? The new part. Right. So under the trigonometry, we will be discussing about the basically about the sine, cosine values and some of the equation that comes under it, right? So first thing is we have to discuss about the angles, right? So what is an angle? The point where two lines meet is called an angle. When two lines are meeting, there will be an angle in between two of the lines, right? To measure angles, units such as degrees or radians are used, right? So what is the standard unit of it? Radians will be the radians, right? And the standard unit is radians, right? And the unit of measuring angles, first one is degrees. So you know already a degree. What is a degree? Huh? No, a degree, 1 degree. 1 degree is what? Huh? 1 degree is the thing that you get after the years, no? What is a degree? So divide the angles into 360 divisions, and 1 out of 360 divisions will be 1 degree, right? So when an angle around a point is divided into 360 equal parts, a degree is obtained, right? Easiest way to obtain a degree, divide the angles around a point to 360, so you get a 1 degree. Yeah, you can understand the joke. Doesn't matter. I said like easiest way to get a degree, like a degree. Yeah. Dividing into 360. Yes. And the minute, right? And the minute. So what is a minute? Minute and a second. When a degree is divided into equal 60 parts, so you again divide the degree value into equal 60 parts. You get a minute. Degree divided into equal 60 parts, you get a minute. And a minute divided into, you get a 6, like the clock, right? Yeah. So degree divided into equal 60 parts, you get a minute. Minute divided into 60 equal parts, you get a second, right? So this is a 1 degree, which is equal to 60 minutes, and this is a 1 minute equals to 60 seconds, exactly, right? And we discussed about the radians already. Yes, discuss about the radians. Yeah. So radians, the equation was what? What is the equation for the radian? Yeah, correct. Yeah. So the equation is S equals R theta. So S over R is theta, right? The circumference or the arc length over radius ratio is the radian theta, right? Now in this question, like in this theory, it says if I take a arc length equal to the radius, right? If I take a arc length equal to the radius, S over R ratio will be how much? Now the arc length is R, the radius is also R. Now the radian will be equal to what? R over R. So that will be 1 radian. So 1 radian is the arc length equal to the radius divided by the radius, gives a 1 radian, or the angle made by the arc length equal to the radius. මෙන්න මේ arc length එකට equal radius එකකින් හදන angle එකට අපි කියනවා මොකක් කියලාද? 1 radian කියලා. නේ? So that is a 1 radian. Here circumference of a circle with a radius r is 2 pi r. Angle shown by the length r is equal to 1 rad. Right? This is r and you are dividing it by r, so gives a 1 radian of a value. right? Right. So angle shown by the length 2 phi r is equal to 2 phi r over r. So 2 phi r is a complete 360. So that is equal to what? 2 phi radians. So 360 is 2 phi radians. No. 360 is 2 phi radians in radians. 360 degrees is 2 phi radians. Yes. So degrees around a point is how much? 360 degrees, right? So 360 degrees is how many radians? 2 phi radians. Understood it? Yeah. Did the new people understand it? Yeah. Because we discussed it earlier as well. S over R ratio, we discussed it earlier as well. Yeah. Okay. Right. So the next thing. Now you have to convert the degrees into radians and radians into degrees. We already did this under the area volume as well, didn't we? We did, right? So this is homework. You do this at home. Convert the degrees into radians and the radians into degrees, right? So come to this trigonometric relations, right? So first we have to find the trigonometric relations of the few of the angles 30, 60, right? Two of the angles 30 and 60, right? So this is how you find the trigonometric ratios of two of the angles. Angles දෙකක අපි trigonometric ratio values හොයාගන්න හදන්න. Listen to this. Now you have a equilateral triangle. What is an equilateral triangle here? A triangle which has, it's all red, is it? Okay. So now let's say equilateral triangle is all the sides are equal. And what are the angles here? This is 60, this is also 60 degrees, this is also 60 degrees. Yes. I'm going to make an intersect from the very middle, and it divides this angle to two equal parts, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Yeah. And this into two equal parts, and this will be 90 degrees. I'm taking the side length of the triangle as 2, right? So each parts are 2. So this two equal parts should be how much? 1. And this is also 1, right? So using this triangle, I'm going to find the values for the trigonometric values for the 30 and 60, right? First thing, you have to know what are the three trigonometric ratios, right? What are the three trigonometric ratios? First one is sine. Now tell me what is sine is? Opposite over hypotenuse, right? So it will be opposite over hypotenuse. That is sine. And the cos is? Cos is? Yeah, the adjacent over hypotenuse. And the tan is? Tan is what? Opposite over adjacent, exactly, right? So we are going to find the sine, cos, tan values of 30 degrees and 60 degrees using this triangle, right? Now, if you are to find the sine values, right, or else we will find the sine cos tan of 60 degree at once. 60 degrees වල sine cos tan values තුන අපි බලමු එකපාර. So this is how we do it. Now this is 60 degree, right? So I'm considering this triangle. So tell me the sine 60 equals to what? Opposite over hypotenuse. Now tell me the opposite of this one is this. Do you know the value of this? No. But can you find the value of it? Yes. How are you going to find the value of it? You put Pythagoras. Nee? So I'm going to take this as h, right? So tell me the Pythagoras there. The 1 square plus h square equals to 2 square, isn't it? Yeah. So 1 square is 1 plus h square equals to 4, right? Now h square equals to 4 minus 1. So h equals to 3 root, right? 3 square root. So here the h should be how much? How much? Root 3, right? Now tell me now how much is the sine 60? Root 3 over 2, right? This is the exact value. That is how the value comes, right? The second thing, cos 60, the cos value. How much is the cos 60 now? Cos is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. What is the adjacent here? 1. And the hypotenuse is 2. So cos 60 is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that will be 1 over 2. Yes. And the tan 60. What is tan 60 here? Opposite over adjacent, isn't it? Opposite over adjacent. Now what is the opposite here? Root 3. And the adjacent is 1, right? So that will be root 3, right? Fine with the values? Yeah. Yes. So these are the exact values that will come under the trigonometric values, right, of sine, cos, tan. So this is sine 60, cos 60, tan 60. Now the next thing we are going to find the sine, cos, tan values for the 30 degrees, right? So how are you going to find the sine, cos, tan for the 30 degrees values? First thing is the sine 30. Now I am considering this angle. Now sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Yes. That will be opposite over hypotenuse. And that will be opposite 1, hypotenuse is 2. So sine 30 equals what? Half. Yeah, sine 30 equals half. Next thing, cos 30. Cos is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Now adjacent is what? Root 3. Hypotenuse is 2. So that's root 3 over 2. Nice. The other thing, tan 30. Tan is what? Opposite over adjacent, right? Opposite over adjacent equals what? Opposite is 1, adjacent is root 3. So it's 1 over root 3 exactly. Yeah? No. පහල චුට්ටක් යනවා 15 minutes වගේ right right अब මේ values ටික ලියාගමු ටක් ගාලා ගත්ත විදිහ පොතේ ලිය පොතේ අපි මෙන්න මේ ටික ලියුවා නම් ඇති triangle එක දීලා නැති මෙන්න මේ වැලියුස් ටික විතරක් ලියන්න. ඔව්. ෆස්ට් බොක්ස් එකේ ලියන්න. Any of you have the question bank one? Can you? Bro, you are taking competitors' files. One second, na. Done? සාර ශක්තිය එකේ සෛරයකට යන සිංහල ළමයි නැද්ද? ඉන්නවා. ඉන්නවා. You text me personally, I will tell the details. Done? Huh? Finish? Finish. Eh? Yeah, I know. Right. Come to the next one. Right. මෙතන ආපහු ලියාගෙන යන වැලියුස් ටික sin 30 cos sin 30 cos 60 cos 30 tan 30 tan 60. Right. Like the aunties in the 90s. Done? Yes. ඕකේට අදාළ නැහැ. උඩේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? Guys, so who are lacking the tutes? 1, 2. ගත්ත එක දුන්නේද? හරි. You have one? You have one? තියෙනවා.
ඒකේ නම
නම ලියලා තින්නේ ඉතින්. Doesn't matter. Take this. That's okay. Rose. You have one? Right. So you have many of the questions to go. From the first page to where? අර වගේම එකක් වුණේ. That doesn't matter. Right? So many of the questions are there. Go through each and every question and get ready for the exam coming ahead. Right? Exam? Oh, exam paper එක තමයි. ඔය තියෙන question bank 1. You go through all the questions there. Yes, and we'll be giving a paper that is for the practice, right? So you practice all of it, and paper will be different. You can ඔය වගේ තමයි එන්නේ questions. This one, right? How much? Enough? Bro, you have the tute. Eh? Finish? We'll finish the other triangle as well, then the trigonometric ratios are somewhat finished. So you don't have to draw the triangle all the time and get the values from there. Usually you're supposed to, I'm not telling that you're supposed to remember them, but you get to remember it when you are doing the questions. Yes, that's what really happens. So if you are doing enough questions, you will definitely remember the values. That is the truth, right? Because we'll be using it many of the times. Bro, what are you doing? Yeah? Done? Okay. You done or not? Tell. Right. So come to this triangle, right? This is the other triangle that we take the 45 degrees values, right? So Where's the circle? Here. Right. Listen, so I'm going to take an isosceles like this, rectangle. Its side length is 1 and this side is again 1. This is 90 degrees. Since two of the sides are equal, two of the angles should be also equal. Now this is 90 degrees. The angle which is left is, should be 45 and 45. So this is 45 and again this is also 45. Yeah. So you have to find the hypotenuse. How do you find the hypotenuse? What are you guys like keeping in your mouth? Like, huh? Tell. Yeah, I'm asking the value. Yeah. 1. So if I take this as C, so C square equals 1 square plus 1 square. That will be how much? 1 square is 1. Yeah, so the C should be equal to what? The C should be equal to 2 square, right? Should be equal to 2 square. So now here the value is √2. Yes. Now what's happening there? You either drunk or have smoked something, or you're like out of your complete mind. Shh. Right? Listen. Shh. So now tell me the sine value. Sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. So in this case it will be opposite is 1, hypotenuse is √2. So that will be 1 over √2. That is sine 45, right? Sine 45. And the cos 45 is what? Cos 45 is the adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. What is the adjacent here? 1, and the hypotenuse is √2. That will be 1 over √2. Yeah. And the tan 45. Tan 45 equals to adjacent over what? Opposite. Right? Yeah, sorry. Opposite over adjacent, yes. Opposite over adjacent. Now what is the opposite here? 1. And the adjacent is √2. Right. Shall we write down those values in the... Huh? Sorry. It's all 2 or 1. Sorry. So it's 1 over 1, which is there will be 1 over 1, which is equal to final answer 1. Shall we write down the values? Yeah. No, not in the box, bro. Guys, no, not in the box. There will be something else to write in the box. Just මෙතන දීලා තියෙනනේ values. මෙතන. ඒකෙන් මොකක්ද ඉවර? අලියලා ඉවරයි. You then shut and wait. Shut and wait. Write down the values quickly. Today the crowd isn't behaving nicely. Not gonna let it. Huh? ඒක තමයි 3-5 ටයිම් එකේ කොහොලා කට්ටිය නිකන් මොනාරි ගහලා වගේ නිකන් ඉන්නේ.
Anyway, sir, why did we change the time of the class?
Because you people like wanted to go for the schools.
But no one's going to school.
I don't know. Because after the school starts, the people can't come the same time, right? 11 a.m. If you all not going any of the schools, I don't know that. You are deciding it. We can shift to the same slot because only the time slot changes, that's all. Oh. Private දාලා යන්න පුළුවන්. පුළුවන්. නෑ. Private applicant කෙනෙක් විදිහට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. No issues. No. Practicals again exam එකක් නෑ. But there will be practicals. Again, small practicals are there. We will be doing some chemistry practicals are there. Yes. Right, done? Yeah, so අපි next week එකේ ඊටු ටික කතා කරමු. And listen, right? Now you're forwarding the petition name. Now who's taking the lead? Now one person have to take the lead. Right? ඒගොල්ලෝ චුට්ටක් ඉඳලා යන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ petition එකට ලීඩ් කරන කවුරු හරි අපි යාගේ details අරගෙන word එක complete කරලා ඊට පස්සේ අපි අනිත් අයගේ signatures අරගෙන complete කරලා යමු. හරි.